So, at the desk this time. Yeah, I'll explain everything. So, hello lovely stitchy puddings. Your stitchy friend Laura has come to visit again. I'm glad that you survived the last video. The low budget movie length cross stitch extravaganza, or whatever it ended up being. I had no idea it was going to be that long when I was making it. It was funny when we were editing it. It took we edited it over 2 days. It's just getting longer and longer. I was like, oh, I still have a couple more videos to add there, and my lovely husband was like, what, still more? So it was really fun to post it then. 2 hours 15 minutes. Gosh. But sometimes there's just so much to talk about and so many things to show, and especially, you know, if I happen to be working on a lot of whips, it's so fun to show those little videos. But this time it is going to be a much shorter video. I'm sure about it. Because I only have 3 little videos filmed. How about that? Isn't that weird? Yeah, only 3 of them. And I haven't worked on many things. Of course I could have just waited another week and maybe have something more to show them. But I really wanted to film now so I can show my September plans, because it's the 1st of September today. It is actually just before 7 a.m. And I'm really keen to get stitching or get working on those. So I thought that I would get this filmed. My lovely husband just left to go to the supermarket to get some breakfast stuff. And a bit later he will have to go and take our car to be serviced. Oh, I hope it won't cost a lot, because the aircon is struggling. And the passenger side of the window doesn't open. Please don't charge us a lot. But I really would like both of those to work. Summer is coming, so we'll see. But he made me a cup of tea. This is French Earl Grey, and it's so delicious. So, like I said, I've got the September plans. I'll probably talk about athletics. Just a little bit. No stress. And I have 2 finishes. Yes, I got to finish. I'm so excited. And I tell you what, now that I've got some finishes, I so want more finishes now. But of course that's not going to happen, because I still don't have any that are that close. So it takes a while to get to those finishes. But I reckon we'll just start going through what I've got ready, showing stuff, and let's roll the first of the videos and we'll talk after. So it is indeed August 19th, and athletics is supposed to be on, but they got bad weather there, so it's been delayed by 2 hours, but should hopefully be back on soon. They're showing at the moment the last year's World Championship stuff from when it was held in Oregon. So I'm getting my stitching ready, because I'm really hoping it'll start soon. I was thinking, this is like, okay, this is a plan for now. at least, until I change my mind. So, I was thinking that during the games that maybe I'll work on those whips that I'm hoping to possibly finish this year. That, because the games are for like 9 days, so I could see if they keep me amused. If they don't, then I'll just work on anything. I mean, that's fine. But I thought I'll start here. So the first one I picked. Oh, let's hide. One of the kitties is back. I just thought that I would get this out and possibly do some color completing. I'm going to start with this fish because I want this fish done. And then it's pretty much, well, I've done all the black, so it's all the oranges and pinks and whatnot. Because this is the starting point. So I had done these bits before I did all the black and then did those green eyes. So I am so chuffed that I did. Oops. I haven't touched this since the retreat thing. Sorry. Yeah. So I'm really happy I did all the black already. Except of course backstitching. But it'll be so easy to count now because there's the black everywhere, so I can just count from that. So, well, I do have some grey on the needle, so I'll either finish that and then go for the green. Or just grab another needle and do the green. We'll see. But I'm really excited to get stitching this one. I would absolutely love to get this finished. But when it's a bit blocky as stitching with those colors, I am not sure if that'll happen. Well, you'll see soon enough because I'll be back soon with the video showing what I got done. Now onto the sports, hopefully. So there you go. That was the start of the athletics. Well, false start as it turned out. And I got out the lovely kitty cat. And I don't have a second video because I finished him. I was so excited. I finished him. Isn't he the cutest? Like, seriously, like, the cutest. I was actually so surprised by all the colors there in the head. I mean, I've looked at the cover picture and everything, but I just didn't somehow realize it. Or the colors, I mean, they always look a bit different, a picture. But I think it looks amazing. Love because he's got the green eyes and then there's purples and oranges and pinks. I love doing this kind of backstitching here. I loved doing that. But this was horrible. This was absolutely horrible doing this backstitching. When you look at it and like, oh yeah, I mean, it's just lines. No, that was not fun. I said to someone that there's like no rhyme or reason with the way these are drawn. So, you do your few stitches at a time because it keeps changing. Like, it's not just a straight line. It keeps going, like wonkily. So you get somewhere and then you're like looking at the pattern and which crossing am I at now, and trying to figure it out. It was just terrible. Of course, it didn't help that I was watching the athletics at the same time. Probably not the best time to try and concentrate then on, this. But, oh, he is so wonderful. Absolutely love seeing him finished. But the idea was that, I told you guys that I was so excited for the 9 days of athletics because I get to just go crazy with stitching and just watch everything. That's what I always think that it's going to be like. I have this massive amount of time to get work on 10 whips. That's the only whip I worked on. Oh no, I did do a little bit on the dimensions kit, so, but I will show that. But yeah, that's what I mainly worked on. I got it out, and Amanda was sort of wondering, is that going to be like my athletics project? Like me running a marathon. So and I could say no, that I'm just going to work on it for as long as I can be bothered, because if I set a goal that, I'd like to finish it during the athletics, I know it'll immediately trigger the really anxious feelings, and I didn't want that. So it was just, as long as I feel like, I'll keep working. And I finished it on the last day of the athletics. Can you believe that? So I think it was while I was watching the marathon, because the men's marathon is usually run on the last day of the bigger events. So athletics. So it was, of course, the World Athletics Championships from Budapest in Hungary. Yeah, it lasted 9 days. I loved it. Oh my God, I loved it so much. I watched everything. I watched absolutely everything that they showed, which was, well, whenever there was somebody doing something there in the track or the field, they were showing it, streaming it live. It was so wonderful. I feel like my needy tanks for watching athletics were filled, and now I can manage until the next stuff is on. Hopefully there'll be, yeah, because the winter stuff, it sucks. It's so hard to watch winter stuff here. So I don't have much hope for that. But at least next year there'll be the Olympics, Summer Olympics in Paris. My goodness, somebody's going to be very happy then. But these championships were absolutely amazing. There were no like world records or anything like that broken, but absolutely amazing competitions. And the weird thing was that this year I enjoyed the women's events more than the men's. I think usually it's been more the other way around. But the women just so impressed me. And I love it when I always love it when people do like a new PB, their new personal best. And whenever I see that in the results, I'm always like, yeah, well done, you know. They don't exactly hear me, but, I like to celebrate for them. And there were some just wonderful events where, somebody did something amazing, like in the women's javelin. The winner threw so well, the Japanese winner threw so well, and the last go, and then won the whole thing. It's like, I love seeing those really excited, smiley faces when they've done something, it's like, oh, they're like, can't believe I did that. Or like Femke Bol, the Dutch runner, who ran in 2 relays, one at the start of the week, where she fell over right before the finish line. They would have gotten gold, I think. But then the last event was the 4x400 meters, and, she brought them over the finish line first. Like, that was absolutely amazing how she ran. So there's just a lot going on, and it was so exciting. Finland got 1 medal, which we were super chuffed about. We got bronze medal from women's pole vault. That was good. Australia got gold from that, together with USA. But yeah, I know it's a cross-stitching channel. You don't need the championship report, but it really is exciting. Oh, one more thing. Always when I'm watching, I feel like I just want to hang out with all the people who take part in any kind of throwing events, like hammer or discus or shot put. They always seem like they have such good sense of humor. Like, I absolutely love them. So if I got to hang out with some people there, yeah, they would be the ones. I think they'd be lots of fun. What else? Anything else I wanted to say? That I love watching women's triple jump and men's high jump and men's discus. Okay, I'll stop. That's enough. What did you watch? Did you have any favorite moments? Let me know if you did. Okay, what else? The Dimensions Sunset Mountain Trail. I filmed a bit about that before I put it away. So let's have a look at that video now. Hello. I'm here 2 a.m. in the morning and waiting for the last part of the athletics to start. Still need to wait for another 2 hours because I just woke up a bit too early, and I thought I would get to my stitchy desk and start sorting it out and start getting like next month's stitching out and that sort of things. So as you know, I was doing 100 stitches a day on this one this month, but this week I totally fell behind because I was just too busy stitching the cat and watching the sports and getting so much sleep. I have slept a lot. So I really don't feel like catching up because this is hard enough to stitch as it is. I don't want to have to do like 500 stitches now just to catch up and then do some more. So yep, it's time for it to go hibernate now for quite a while I work on other things instead. But far out, it's going to take a while to finish this one. Because I was just looking at it, like the area that I worked on is pretty much just like here. I mean, there's so much left still. And I haven't even finished that. Wow. This is tough. So I thought anyway, before I put it away, show where I got to. And here it is. So in my usual stitchy way, it certainly is still very all over the place stitched. But the nice thing is that you really can see now where things are coming up, like the 2 trees and some of the rocks and more rocks. And of course the colors of the sky. And the main attraction, the bear and the cubs. So I really would have wanted like an area with like full coverage already, but it felt impossible to me this time. It really did. It just, yeah, I wasn't going to do that. So I was more like picking a color and trying to do like an area here and then whatever else I could find with that. Or I think the last thing I did was some of the yellow half stitches here. Just jumping from place to place and thought, you know, at least it's always progress, so whatever I get done, it'll be easier next time to get started. Yeah, I think that before I get it up next time, I will take a copy of the pattern so that it's easier to mark off what I stitched, because that would help so much. But yeah, I'm so happy that there's at least this much progress made, you know, from where I started this. So excellent, go me. No, yeah, go me. Right, so that definitely had to go away. Just so overwhelming to work on. But it's so nice that I worked on it. It can now just... I think you'll have to wait a while before I want to bring it out again. But we'll see. I have so many whips to work on anyway that some of them just have to wait. So, then I started working on something else, so I have another video for you. So, I was just finding stuff ready for next month. So for my actual plans, I have 4 projects, but I will be showing those a bit later. But as I was looking at those and going through my whips, I came across this one again. You remember this one, and that one with the little baby balls. This is the one by Aida. You can buy this from Creative Poppy. And I thought, why not stitch this a little bit now, since it's a couple of days till the end of the month. Well, 4 days. I'm not sure how long I can be bothered, but any progress would be great. And so this is where it's at right now. So where's here is halfway of the pattern, so there's still a fair bit to add here, but in some ways, you know, it's not too bad at all. So I think I'm just gonna go down this left side. Would love to reach the bottom so I know where that is, and then just start going across and see what I get done. It looks so nice, doesn't it? I do love these flowers, these big flowers. I've done the 2 that it has. At the bottom, and it has some of these flowers. Yeah, it'll be really nice. Oh, these ones are still here in the corner as well. Oh, I feel tired, guys. It's been a long week. It's been such a fun week, but it's been a long week. I feel so tired. All I've done is just sit down and watch people do sports, but who is so exhausted. It's so funny, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, I'm gonna get this on the Q-snap and find a couple of the threads that I needed next. There's like a minty green. Have I used it? Oh yeah, I've used it up there. And then looks like there's more leaves of these leaves here, so I need that color. And I can get going with those. Talk to you later. Oh, I forgot to show. Because I thought I'll show this always. This was the end of, you know, the cat. So, as always with RTO kits, there's plenty of threads left over. I've had the same experience with every one of their kits that I've worked on. With even the black, there's still some left over, even though I was using 3 strands instead of 2 for all the black bits, which there were quite a few of. So even with that, there's still even black left. So as always, I highly recommend the RTO kits. Anyway, back to the baby boars. I'll show this. Amanda surprised me with the bag. Dee 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 from the roll. I of course love it. So the baby boars was living here. And as you can guess, it's a finish! Woo! Oh, how cute is that? Oh, I am so happy about this one, that I managed to finish it. That was the last baby board that I did. So this is called Baby Boars and Japanese Flowers. And I just all the flowers and leaves to do there. I had so much anxiety, like when I was doing this bit. Yeah, so I had a right. So the anxiety was because I was stitching it's on a Q-snap, and the bottom and the side was going so close to the Q-snap that I was really struggling. Like there's so little space, and I start feeling oh dear, I start feeling like super clumsy. Guys, what is it? Itchy nose again. I start feeling super clumsy, and then start feeling like I can't do this, not good enough, and all the, going down the usual anxiety hill. But yeah, I had a bit of success with that one. Because for once I was kind to myself. How about that? I managed it. What I did was I gave myself permission to just stitch slowly, and that I can do some stitches, maybe the one length of thread, and then I can take a break. Just take a lot of breathing breaks, and then stitch some more when I could. Like, it took a long time to get that bottom part done, but in the end, does it really matter? I mean, again, there was no stitchy police. To check how I was doing, and I think now when I look at that finished piece, it's like I feel good about it, because even though it was really difficult, that last bit, I didn't stitch it feeling bad or trying too hard or anything. So I had a little anxiety breakthrough. On YouTube, I came across this series of this woman called Katie going through therapy sessions with the therapist called Alex Howard. So if you go to YouTube, you search for Alex Howard therapy, Katie, I'm sure you'll start getting those. I think it has quite a few parts to it. I think I've seen at least 13. I've only watched the first 2 because I don't want to get myself too overwhelmed and let some information soak in. So she is a couple of years older than me, and and has a fair bit of anxiety as well. And I think like the kids have left the house and whatnot, so she's been quite lost. And yeah, sort of lot going on. I'm sure that so many of us, have the same stuff. Like, I don't have kids, but I certainly recognize myself in the anxiety part. But the one thing that I like somehow clicked nicely in my head was when the therapist said that, I'm sorry, I'm struggling to find the words to sort of explain it well. So I hope that makes some sense. But he said that it's not that feeling of anxiety that is sort of like, that is not like the bad thing or the damaging thing or what like I'm sorry, I'm really struggling to find the right word. But because that is, I mean, that is just a feeling. The like the yeah, I think it was like that, that's not like the biggest problem. The bigger problem is or are those things that we do to try and escape that feeling, like avoid it, to escape it. Like some people start drinking, some people like me, eat to try to make that feeling go away, or sleep, or whatever it is that end up doing just to not have to feel that feeling. That's where the problem lies. And then when that goes on for a longer time, then that can lead to depression, because when doing all this avoidance and everything, and these things that are just not so good for you, that starts then making those thoughts go on and starts changing your self-beliefs, like what you think about yourself. And of course then it makes sense that that leads to depression. So anyway, just that idea that it's not that anxiety that you feel here that tightens the throat sometimes, and just makes you feel so tight. That is not the problem. It is just a feeling. That's all it is. Because as soon as you calm yourself down, you don't even think the same anymore. Has this made any sense to you? Do you suffer from it like I do? Does this make sense to you? Because it really made a lot of sense to me, and I think that helped me then work on that baby boss piece. Because it was like, all I need to do is just be kind to myself, take my time, do just deal with, there's nothing else to it, I'm not bad. It's not that I'm not capable, or all these things that the mind wants to tell you, or the inner critic, which my inner critic is very strong. So, that's how I got that done. I feel really good about it. I think I can apply this. I can apply this to other things as well. It makes me feel. It makes me feel quite excited about the future. then maybe I don't have to suffer so much from the anxiety. Because what I've been doing has just been making it worse instead of quieting it down. Gosh, it makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. Oh boy. So I really wanted to share that because I talk about the anxiety so often, and yeah. So we'll see. I will keep on trying to apply it to other things, and maybe that'll mean that I'll finally start getting some baking done as well. Yep. Because I still have no baking to share whatsoever. I'm sorry. I've been very, very tired the last week. It seems like the hormonal stuff either causes me to have these really, really bad anxiety dreams, or now there's like the alternative, which is it makes me so tired, like for a week. I can barely stay awake. And I think that's also one reason why I wanted to just film now, get a shorter video out so I don't have to stress about it. And I know it'll pass. I've been really kind to myself even regarding that. If body and mind just needs that sleep, get it done. And do stuff when I'm feeling more awake. So it's so nice to have some nice things to share. God, it makes me happy. Okay. So, let me see, what do I have? Let's go for the September plans, since that's what I really needed to film. Okay, here we go. Oh, what should I start with? Let's start with this because it's right here now. Just a reminder now for whoever was going to take part. It is time for Maggie the Mess Maker to come out. Whether you have it as a new kit, I think a few of you need to blow the dust off your whip, for your Maggie the Mess Maker whip. Get it out. Get back to stitching it. So I, of course, promised to start this to celebrate Natalie from Home Sweet Home Handmade. Yes, got it right. Because it's her 50th birthday on the 9th of September. Congratulations already! So she's going to start 5 new projects for 50. And she asked if I would like to start this with her, and of course I said yes. So I'm quite excited to do it, especially that I've been having a close look at it. So there she is, Maggie the Mess Maker. Right, so of course Miss Maggie is stitched on 18 count Aida. How dare they? 18 count. Of course I could change the fabric, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put up with it. So I'm sorry, every time Maggie will be out, you're going to hear my whinging about 18 count Aida and how I'm not so crazy excited about it. Who would be? I don't get you people who love stitching on that. How is it even possible? But I was so happy when I got out the kit and realized that I had already set it up. I had already punched the holes and moved all the threads there, so they are only half the length. Yeah. It has such nice colors. I feel like just about every kit though. I mean, they were nice colors, right? So I was having a look at the pattern, and there's this one is so much nicer to and easier to read than some. I'll show you the bit of it. It's quite big. Wow. Makes it so much easier, like, you know, to really concentrate. And of course, because it's just a big load of stuff and they're backstitched, so it'll be so much easier just to like concentrate on one piece at a time and stitch it like that. And oh, this is so much easier to read than the Sunset Mountain Trail. I can assure you of that. So that's really thrilling. And I got some happy mail yesterday. Lovely stitchy friend Sabrina, who has the Lady Marmalade stitches. Oh, why can't I remember any names? Lady Marmalade in stitches. Oh gosh. Right. She had made this for me. Oh, I was so happy to receive it yesterday because I ended up sleeping all day, like all day. So when I woke up, I found this package at the door. And because this is so big, I love it that it has a top zipper. Makes it so much easier to fit things in. So Maggie the Mess Maker will go in this bag. It has really nice leafy fabric inside as well. I love it so much. Thank you so much, Sabrina. Yeah, it's so perfect now for Maggie. So I'm very excited. Oh, I've got to show you something else that she sent me. Since it's here at the desk. She sent me a needle case. How beautiful is that? It's a bird with Rowans. It has my name there as well. I love it. I love it. It's a magnetic one and I think it's so beautiful. I love it so much. Very excited. Oh, there was a needle minder as well. The kitty cats. One must love kitty cats. So that was a really happy thing yesterday as well. It's like the day's otherwise not going so great, but then such a happy package arrives and changed my day. Let's have a sip. Isn't that lovely, that bear? I think Debbie from Mama Bear Stitchery should be drinking from this one every time she stitches. Yeah. Okay, more autumn plans. Where are the autumn plans? Okay, there's one, there's two, and there is three. Okay, here we are. So, the kit for September last year from the Kit and Caboodle sale, where I started the kit every month, was... There was actually a few people who started this same one. I don't think anybody has been working on it since. It's the Scenic Farm Dimensions kit, which I like a lot. I love the sheep, love the snow. Anything to share about? Oh yeah, this one also had 18 count. Great! I'll be working on 18 count Aida this month. So, I want to bring this out and work on it some more. I am considering doing something like with the bear and doing a certain amount every day. I don't think I want to do 100 stitches because that felt like a lot. And if I, you know, fell behind at all, it just felt impossible. So I'm thinking of just doing 50 stitches a day. I mean, I can always do more if I feel like it, but doesn't have much of a start. Only has a tree and a bit of the... Wait. It's a bit of that tree and some, you know, the background, the trees there. Because I really didn't have a great time with this. I stitched like the sort of that color several times, like frogged it, because I kept just doing it the wrong way. I did either full crosses instead of the half crosses, or what else? Wrong amount of threads for the blend, and it is another one of those kits where they ask for like so many threads, and I do not want to go over 3 if it can be avoided. So I'll have to figure out what amount did I actually use, because I am pulling 5 strands through these 18 count holes, because where's the fun in that? Like, So I've done very little, so any progress on this would be fantastic. So we'll see. That means doing... Oh, I'm quite excited to actually get to it and find a color that I like there and do that 50. Because that is not a difficult stitch otherwise. It's very clean, like not sort of stitches everywhere. Then, do you remember what's in this bag? It is everybody's favorite, the Birds and Blackwork flowers. And I think this is probably what I get the most compliments for. And it's beautiful, so I might as well show you since it's not on Q-Snap yet. There it is. There it's what I've done so far. It looks so lovely. So there's the last 4 to still do at the bottom, so that means more stitching that border. That's what it's called. Let me have a look. Yep. It is lovely. I haven't looked yet what the colors are for this month's block, but you'll see it as soon as I get that done. So gosh, I need to put all of these on Q-Snaps today. I love getting started with these monthly things. I was thinking first about doing that AB Singo challenge this month, which would be like having the bingo board with letters on all of them, all the letters except T. I think this is like a one they do every year in the magazine. Is it Magazine Monthly Facebook group? But I was really struggling to get myself to fill the board. I decided not to do it. I think probably good decision since I'm that tired as well at the moment. And then the last one of the September plans is, of course, what did Amanda pick for me? Oh, and I keep mentioning Amanda, so if you haven't been watching my videos before or long, Amanda is my lovely stitchy friend. We got to know each other through Instagram, where she is Cross Stitch Angel. Turned out she only lives like 10 minutes drive away, and yeah, we chat about stitching a lot. We really dislike what each other stitches. Just quite fun. There's a lot of bickering about it. All done in good humor though, and sharing stitchy plans. I've been calling her Weather Vane recently because that girl's changed his plans like, you know, more than anyone else. So, but it's all fun. It's all fun. So that's who Amanda is. And every month this year we pick one whip that the other one needs to work on for an hour. So this month she picked this one for me, which is While Away the Hours by Petal Pusher. It is such a pretty one. I am doing this just with DMC, I think, yeah. And that's how much I've done on it so far. So really looking forward to stitching it some more. I don't know at all yet what part or anything. Haven't really looked at it that much. And this fabric is called Bush Tea by Jace X Stitch. It's an Australian shop, Etsy shop. They do some really lovely fabrics. Okay, is that it for? I'm also hoping to start, like, do my Etsy start. Remember in the last episode I said that I want to have one Etsy one mybobbin on the go. So I still haven't started the Etsy one, which was the Deck the Halls by the what housewife? Stitching Housewife? Alright, I'm sure you all know. Anyway, so I would like to start that one. And I'm also quite wanting to start a kit. I was thinking that I would like to start one of the kits that I've been given as a present. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. So, I was thinking about stitching this kit. Have a bit of tea. I had to go dig it up from the kit box, because this is the one I got from lovely Amy at the retreat where I went in May. And all this background is actually already printed on the fabric. So I need to stitch the black cap and this whole bed. So I thought that, you know, that's not too bad, because it's not such a big project to start, because I already have, you know, tons of whips. But I really want to work on these ones that are gifted to me, because they are important, and I don't want to have them just gathering dust there for ages. Like, I would love to start one of those Dimensions kits that I was given, because gosh, you know, it was such an amazing gift. But I don't think I'm quite ready for a new Dimensions start right now. Maybe one of the smaller ones, maybe a petite, because those keep calling my name. I don't know what's going on with those Dimensions petites, but far out they keep calling my name. They're so loud. So who knows? Maybe I'll pick one of those. I don't know. But yeah, I'll start this one. Thank you again, Amy. I really love it a lot. Okay, so possible 2 starts. Which is not great, since I've just managed to finish 2, and it's like, yeah, bring the new starts, you know. Let's not get the number of whips down, you know, can't get it any lower. So, what else? Haul. I have only bought 3. I bought 3 patterns. So, first of all, I got enabled by another Flosstuber, the very naughty Natalia from Crafting with Natalia. So you should go watch her, because she is really, really lovely. Like, she's really lovely. She's happy and giggly and stitches wonderful things. Okay, maybe too many big ones. Were there too many? For me, even one is too many. Oh, there's really big ones. So, but she's lovely. She's Polish but lives in UK, has lived there for quite a few years now, so definitely worth watching. So she enabled me and sent me a link to this pen, showing it now, which is the Old Cat Sailor. I mean, really, was I going to say no to that? No. No, I couldn't. As soon as I saw it, click that link, I was like, okay, yes, check out, buy it. So this is by Mia Stitch, which is a really great shop anyway. You should really check out their patterns. Then the other two, they were such good discounts at mybobbin last week. I avoided most of it. I just kept going every day to look, didn't buy anything. Then it was because every day there was a different designer that had the discount. So it wasn't until the last day when I found two that I couldn't resist. So this one is the first one of the pens I got. The Lingonberry Spirit. I couldn't say no to that, could I? Lingonberry Spirit. It is so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. I love those rosy cheeks. God, maybe I look a bit like the Lingonberry Spirit. Maybe I need to wear my Lingonberry t-shirt every time I'm stitching that one. But I love it. And this designer has a few different patterns with this forest spirit. And honestly, they were all lovely. Then the second one that I got, the Winter Hog. I think it's a boar, isn't it? A hog and boar, the same thing? Are big boars hogs? Male boars hogs? I don't know. Anyway, so that's what I got. And of course, it has those two lovely birds on top. But I've been eyeing this pen for quite a while, so definitely needed to get it now. It is so lovely. Since I was good and didn't buy anything more, I really wanted to do something a bit different, because when I'm looking at pens, I often come across pens that I think that are absolutely beautiful or just somehow really interesting, but they aren't ones that I would stitch. Like maybe the theme isn't like at all something that I'm interested in, but that I would so enjoy seeing somebody else work on it. And I thought that every now and then I could show a few of those. So I have 5, I think, this time. So the first one is this Valkyrie cross stitch by Yulia Tarasova. And I don't really stitch people very much. This is definitely not a theme that I would stitch like at all. But how fantastic does she look? Like, I really think this pen looks amazing. And I am sure there's going to be somebody who will want to stitch this. I mean, she's got fabulous hair and beautiful face and, oh, so much back stitching. Which should make anybody want to buy this and stitch this. So, if it happens that you buy and start this, or any one of these pens, and post a progress picture or anything on Instagram, do tag me, because I definitely want to see it. Okay, so the next one, the Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts, that's from Alice in Wonderland, right? I am so bad at these. Like, I haven't watched Harry Potter's either or anything. I don't know a lot. But, oh my goodness, I mean, look at the faces of the flamingo and the queen. Those are so snooty. They are just so amazing. Like, I love those faces. But again, it is not a theme for me. No. Also, this is quite a big one, I think. Is it big one? 170 by 220 stitches? Why is it that when I look at like the stitches, I'm like, is that big or not? I've stitched long enough. I really should have some clue, right? I don't. Okay. But I so hope that somebody will stitch this because I would love to see it. I would so love to see the progress pictures of this one. And I have seen something else, like another pattern by Inna Baidenko being stitched, and that one looked really good. So I have no doubt that this will look fantastic stitched as well. I love those faces. Oh, they're so good. Then the next one, the Cosmic Narwhal. Is that how you pronounce it? Husband isn't back yet, so I can't check. This one, I mean, wow. Like, really, you are going wow as well, right? I'm thinking that those colors there in the background will look beautiful. I love those flowers there in the front. It is amazing. I did send this link to Miss Mama Bear Stitchery, but I don't know if my enabling worked. Did she buy this pattern or not? I guess I will just have to watch her videos forever and hope that it'll just pop up, because that would be awesome. I just thought it was something that she would totally stitch. It is beautiful. It really is beautiful, you know. I don't know what's going on because for a little while now, I have been like, I have seen quite a few patterns with different whales that I've really been looking at, like, you know, oh, that looks great, you know, maybe I should get it, but they really aren't something I stitch though. I mean, it's not like totally out of the question. Like, I would love to stitch this, but I can't see it being like on the wall. And that's what I need to see to stitch something. But it is beautiful. I so hope that people will start stitching that one. And it is by Anna Korolkova. You can always see the name of the stitcher to the right of the image. So I'll leave that always on the screen for a bit. Then the next one by the lovely Anna Betunova, whose designs I love. The funny little foxes. This is like beyond adorable. These are the cutest foxes I've ever seen. And I know there's fox stitches there. And of course, the moment I saw this, I sent this link to my lovely Stitchy Red Raven, who loves stitching foxes. And it didn't take very long for her to send me a screenshot of the receipt that she bought it. Oh, we're so bad. So that made me so happy. I knew she would love it. And it is just amazing. Even I would consider stitching this. But there are so many other things that I have to stitch, so have to leave it for others, this one. And this cute creature, I don't know what that creature is. It just says Eared Autumn cross-stitch pattern by Yelena Chu. And I know there's definitely many people who love autumn. And how cute is that? I love those ears. I love that mug with the autumn leaves. And of course there's autumn leaves everywhere, and it is a really lovely thing. And wonderful bits of back stitching. That would make me so happy. And the background is done with half stitches. I think even with 2 and 1. strands. At least that's how it looks. So that was it for those. Anything else? I am a little bit excited because I got 2 apps yesterday. I use an iPad, so I can't get Pen Maker. But I got 2 others instead because I buy a lot of Russian designs. I often get saga files along with the PDF, and I finally got round to checking Cross-Stitch Saga, which is the name of the app, the program, and decided to buy it. I like it a lot, but you can only use those files. You can't use, like, it doesn't read just any PDF. It has to be the saga files. I am really excited to try this. Like, really, really, really excited. So I went Googling yesterday and I managed to find some dimensions kits as saga files. The files that I got are, of course, for kits that I have bought. I wouldn't just, I mean, you can find them as PDFs if you want to, but I don't want to. I want to support the makers. So I found some of them and then spent yesterday marking off what I have already stitched and trying to get to know the program a bit. It really seems simple to use, and the way it shows the pattern just makes it feel so much less overwhelming than looking at the paper pattern, which is wonderful, absolutely wonderful. And I like the I always like hearing what percentage people have stitched up, of a project they have. I like that a lot. And I am really excited that I know now the percentage of some of my whips, even though I have to admit that I felt rather defeated when I added my stitches to some of these and saw the percentage. It was so much less than I thought. Like with the Scenic Farm, I mean, the start is pathetic. So that was like 1.64. And the winter cabin that I'm doing with Florina and others, I sent her, I did my stitches, marked it off, saw my percentage. I sent her a message, what's your current percentage? And she was like, it was like, I don't know, 7.4 or something. I was like, mine is 6.2. I'm behind. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. But it's really fun to know, like, I feel like it's going to be really fun to set yourself challenges to try and make it to, 1% percent up or whatever it is. So yeah, that's exciting. So like I said, I managed to find a few of the kits that I have. One that I was really happy about, I found a file for the chicken kit by Riolis. You remember the one I've struggled with a lot, but then managed to make all of a sudden a fair bit of progress. I found the file for that, and I've done 44.2 actually of that one. But this is going to help me to get more of it done, I think. But the thing is, though, that like you can't quite trust these files fully, because I've definitely found like mistakes already when I've been marking things off. So it's more like a tool to help with the like when I'm going to like pick a symbol and then see where all those symbols are, I am going to check it against the paper pattern as well, so that I can be sure that it's right. Because I mean, you know, these are not from the company or anything, so there definitely are mistakes. So you wouldn't just take any and just work on it like by itself. So just a helpful tool to have. Right. So, and of course, the other program that I got is the markup. What is it called? Markup XP, is it? Yeah. Which is the one that works with PDFs. I haven't used this one very much yet. I decided to start by putting the mybobbin start, which was that sweet pea, called sweet pea branch. So I put that PDF here and have marked off like the few stitches that I've done. I haven't worked on it more yet. So I've done what, 2.2%? It's not very much. But I'm excited to try this, highlight some of the symbols and get going. So hopefully it'll work well for me. So are you using either one of these? Is anybody else there using Saga? Because it's nice. It's nice. I really wish it read PDFs. But I hope that, yeah, this markup will work well. Actually, Simply Norel, she posted on Instagram just last night that she had gotten this markup app as well, and she thought it was great. So I'm sure that it'll work well for me as well. So a lot of excitement this time. Many good things happening. Now, if I can just get the baking going, it'll be even better. I actually have bought some cookbooks, but I'm not going to show them now. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. You'll have to go to Instagram to see them if you want to see them. And because I did post a picture, because I can't just keep it all to myself. Anything else? I think that's probably it. Books. Wait. There it is. Anna was mentioned to me that she saw that I had a book about pierogi. And I told her that, well, it had such a nice cover that I had to get. So here you go, Anna. Look at that. Some gold there. I think it looks so lovely. I do hope to one day make them. I don't know if I don't think I've ever eaten them. So, but I love the cover of this book. It's so lovely. Here, trying to look at like all over the desk. Is there anything else? Is there anything else I wanted to say? But I think that's it. So I'll go for now and hopefully be back in a couple of weeks to let you know what I've been working on. If these apps are helping with the stitching, because gosh, I'm all for anything that would make me feel less overwhelmed. I am so keen to work on these kits now so I can try this out. The P1, because that's on even weave, so the counting is a bit harder. I feel like when you can see where like one symbol, where it is like all over the pan, it would be so much easier to count when it's Aida. So maybe I'll just start with those Aida ones and move on to this one when I feel good and ready. That's right. Okay, so I'm gonna go now. And as usual, I'm still well behind with the comments. Just have a bit struggle to get to that. But I'll get there because I have so enjoyed reading them. And by the way, great, great, great ideas for about the shopping, like shopping for, you know, kits and pants like too much. And I really have enjoyed reading those. They have been great. Like I am so looking forward to reading the comments again when I start replying to them. And yeah, they've been so good. You guys are really awesome. Just so awesome. I'm so happy that you're all my friends, so big hugs to everyone. Okay, bye now.